Welcome to episode 8 of this Football Manager 2018 series, where I'm managing the Algarve club, Portimonense, and today it's the end of the first season, and I'm going to be playing 2 matches for you, our 33rd and 34th league matches of the season, and it's really in the balance. You'll see here in the league table, it's close because we could finish as high as 6th. It's all to play for because, I mean, that could be a big difference in terms of prize money. I'm not really sure what the prize money is like in Portugal. I can't imagine it's particularly high. I don't think there's any way of qualifying for Europe. I think it's only the top 4 that get into European competitions and then the cup winners. But it has been overall a magnificent season, and we've pretty much been mid-table for the entirety of the season as well. If we do manage to finish 6th, that would be an incredible achievement. We've really started to come alive as well in the last few games. Goals-wise in particular, we've just been fantastic going forward since I've gone attacking and given their confidence to the team to attack and just go for it and play with freedom. It's been really, really good because, of course, in the last episode we came from 2-0 down to win 3-2. Then against Chavez, I really should check what that is. I'm sure some of you already put it in the comment section below how to pronounce that. But we won 5-2 and Paulinho had the game of his life. 9.8, 3 goals, 2 assists. Rounded his hat-trick off in the 94th minute with a lovely little finish. And Stan the man, Stanley, got 2 goals once again. He gets his goals in bunches. It really is quite strange. Not complaining. But it would be nice for him to be a little bit more consistent and spread the goals out. But he will finish our top goal scorer, I think. It's almost certain. He had a really good game in this match as well. But for Paulinho, who's been a bit quiet lately, to get a hat-trick and 2 assists was quite magnificent. And that was a really good finish as well, tidily putting it into the bottom left-hand corner. We unfortunately did lose the next game 2-1 against Braga, who've started to have a bit of a resurgence. They had a poor start to the season, but they could finish as high as 6th as well. 2 goals in the first half was too much for us. Wellington managed to pull a goal back, but it wasn't to be, and we did end up losing that game. But then a really good 3-1 away win against Belenenses. They opened the scoring in the 10th minute. Stanley with another 2 goals, and Nakajima rounded it off in the 94th minute. Stanley has been really good lately, I must say. He's really hoping that he can be the main man next season. To be honest, he's not good enough to be our main striker up front. He's very good physically, apart from strength-wise. A decent finisher, but we need a better player up front, a more consistent striker. But he has scored 16 goals this season in 22 starts and 14 sub-appearances. That's really not too bad. Anyway, we've got 2 matches to play then today to end today's episode. We're playing Guimarães first, and they are the favourites. They're currently 2 places above us, but we are... Oh, that's really strange. Is it head-to-head in Portugal? Because we have a better goal difference. Let's just quickly look at the goal difference. We're both on 44 points, but they've got a -6 goal difference, but we're actually behind them. So it must go down to head-to-head in Portugal. Let's just have a look at the rules. Results between teams is a head of goal difference. Then it's games won and then goals scored. Either way, if we can get a good win today, then I suppose we could turn it on its head. This is the team I'm going with then. Unfortunately, Ferreira is injured, so we've only got 1 goalkeeper to call upon. I could put a greyed out goalkeeper in, but I'm not going to do that. And the under-19s are ineligible, apparently. And we're also missing club captain Pessoa, who had a really good start to the season, scoring a few penalties and free kicks. But he's suspended. I don't know if he's suspended for 2 matches or 1 match. Either way, he's suspended. So I'm going to play Wilson Manafa at right back. Not playing Hackman, who's the other option. Decided to go with Manafa. The rest of the team kind of speaks for itself. It's the lineup that I've been playing. I do need to sort out the defence, I think. I think we've got decent players there. Jadson's a good centre-back, but we just don't seem to be able to get the best out of them. Defending corners has been a bit of a problem. I have actually changed that up recently and changed the defensive corner instructions just to see if I can stop people putting good balls into the box from corners and scoring, because it has been a bit problematic. Guimarães, they're playing a 4-2-2-2 formation of wingers, as you can see there. Their best player this season is Rafinha, 21-year-old Brazilian. He does look tidy, actually. Can't see all his attributes perfectly, but does look like a good player. I'm going to attack, because that's what we've been doing lately. and it's worked wonders. Last game of the season is against third place Benfica. They've been disappointing. They've actually won, I think, the last 3 league titles in real life in Portugal, so they're expected to retain that title. But Porto have blown everyone away. Sporting, I think, are 20 points ahead of Benfica as well, so they've had a really poor season. I hope you've enjoyed the first season. Please hit the like button on this video if you have enjoyed the first season and you're looking forward to a second season. It's going to be a busy summer, I reckon. A few players leaving, a few players coming in. I'm excited. I love pre-season. Right then, here they come again, looking for the opening goal. Rincon crosses it in, and I mean, where was the defending there? Somehow that didn't go in, but we had 2 defenders on him there, and they just didn't do anything, and that's really disappointing. I'm going to demand more from the team because we're not doing anything at the moment, which is a shame. Jadson does well though to intercept, and now can we break? Stanley plays it through. Wellington's not going to catch that though, is he? Come on, Stanley. We need better than that from our main man. And what is Jadson doing? The defending is just terrible at times. What was he doing? I don't understand. And they've opened the scoring after 32 minutes. I want to see this again because it's just... Look at him. What is he doing? Why is he running backwards like that? What a fool. It's hilarious. The one downside really recently, the defending has just been comical. I don't know, what is Stanley doing there? Come on, Stanley, you're better than that. You've been great the last few days, and now as soon as the cameras pop up, you know, it's not been good, and it's 2-0, and we're going to have to come from behind again. This is poor. It's a real shame because 2 of the last 3 games we've been really good going forwards. Not the best at the back, but we've not done anything today, and... well, and if we can get a goal here, there's a chance. Paulinho crosses it in. It's knocked away again, though. We've just... all of our balls have been disastrously bad. And Rincon. Oh, good interception by Jadson, who smashes up the pitch. Stanley wins the header. And now Lamas plays it through to Wellington. That's a good ball. Wellington, he's gone for the shot. It's well wide. And Paulinho's got injured. So I'm going to bring on... Denaire, who had a good start to the season. But he really is just a backup, to be honest. I'm going to have to do something at half-time if I'm to inspire anything from this team. But it looks like... I mean, we'll probably lose against Benfica, so we're probably going to end the season with 2 losses. Show me something else in the second half, guys. Come on. What do I need to do? Is it because I'm playing direct football? We do seem to be keeping the ball, giving the ball away a little bit too much. So perhaps if we go for... mixed passing, retain possession, we'll try that, see if it makes a difference in the second half, because we've been terrible going forwards, we've been terrible at the back. It's not been a good performance. Strangely enough, we've actually had slightly more possession though. Corner to... oh no. Oh, we keep it out. I don't know how to defend corners. Oh no, not another injury. It's a disaster today. What a horrible way to end the season. I was positive going into this. I'm going to move Denaire back, and Tabata's going to go into attacking midfield. I think I might just go back to direct football. All I ask is for you to do your best, and today you haven't done your best. That's the problem, guys. That's why I'm disappointed. The defence especially. Poor ratings from them all. I need to think about how to defend properly, I think. Defend corners and just defend from open play as well, because my defenders are getting poor ratings, and over the entire season, I think all their ratings are probably below 6.9. I'm going to throw Alfredo on for Stanley. It's not been Stanley's day. That is probably the worst I've played all season. I know we conceded 5 goals against Sporting, but we actually scored 3. We were good going forwards. We've just done nothing in this game. It really is bad. We're playing in our flip-flops already. And that's just really... I hate it when you get to the end of the season and the players just don't perform for you. Because we've been brilliant all season, and then just annoying, aggressive, far from pleased. So I'd like to get your opinion on the squad. Like, who's performed well? Who's not done as well as you would hope? I know you've not seen every match, so it's difficult for you to understand. And I know a lot of you want me to do 2 matches per episode for that reason. I will still have some episodes of 1 match and some episodes of 2. I'll try and do more episodes of 2 matches though. I still want to try and keep the episodes as short as possible, so perhaps under 20 minutes rather than 15. We'll see how it goes. As long as you're having fun, as long as I'm having fun, then that's the main thing. So I am open to suggestions, of course, but how would you improve this squad if you're in charge? Stanley's been good. He's got 16 goals, but I think we can improve upon him. He's got a good average rating, but I think he could be our backup next season. There's players that we need to get rid of. Like, although this guy's 20 and there's room for growth, I don't see him improving to reach Wellington's level. I'm happy with Bruno Lamas as our main central midfielder now. He's been really good since coming into the team. 7.23 average rating as well. Paulinho's a very good player playing behind the striker, but we can't seem to get the best out of that position. I know he scored a hat-trick and got 2 assists in one match, but that doesn't happen regularly. Most of the time it's a sort of decent display from Paulinho, but nothing special. So maybe I need to adjust this tactic slightly. I could even pull the player back into midfield, crowd out the midfield a bit more. I don't know. Overall, though, this has been working very well. So I just think it's personnel changes, a few tactical tweaks at the back to do with set pieces as well. So let me know in the comment section below, how would you improve the squad? Are there any players that you think deserve to definitely stay in the squad and stay as the starting lineup? Are there any players that you would sell and try and make a bit of money from? Gone for defensive training ahead of the Benfica match just to try our best to keep Benfica out at all costs. They're a good team, but they have underperformed the season, so there's an opportunity for us. And we're still top 10, by the way. We're 9th with 1 match to go. We are relying on, and in fact, we have finished at least 9th. I hadn't noticed that. I think we had a game in hand, didn't we? So I don't think we could have finished below 10th when I started the episode, funnily enough. But yeah, so the lowest we finish is 9th. The highest we can finish, I think, is 7th now, because we can't finish above Guimaraes because of our head-to-head record. But that's good. I'm pleased that we're going into this match against Benfica knowing that we've at least finished in the top 10. We've at least finished 9th. Last day of the Portuguese Premier League season, and these are all the fixtures. Porto's still unbeaten. I didn't check. They've lost a game. I've just noted they lost against Boa Vista away from home, who have finished down in 12th. So Porto haven't managed to go the entire season unbeaten. I wish I'd been their team to beat them first, though. We were so close. Benfica, of course, they are the favourites, but they have got inconsistent form, and they should finish 3rd. If they lose against Daz and Rio Ave have a really good game, I guess there's a possibility, but I suppose it depends on their head-to-head as well. I'm looking forward to this. I want to get revenge. Well, I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time I'm not, because my players seem to be playing in flip-flops. Well, they were in the last match. Paulinho is out for 3 to 4 weeks, by the way. Not the end of the world as he only misses this match. I'm going to play Donaire there. He's more natural in that position. And I'm going to bring Pessoa back into the team to right back. I was saying about the defenders' average ratings. Look, Pessoa 6.8, Jadson 6.78, Posignoli 6.85. That's only boosted because he scored 4 goals this season, I think. Abang-Yenu 6.81. He's not been any better than Inacio since coming in, to be honest. But Inacio will be going back to Porto. There's a lot to think about in the summer, because overall I've been very happy, but there's certainly ways we can improve this team and be even better. Last match of the season then. This is the 2 lineups. Very good Benfica team, but underperformed. Let's avenge what happened last time. I'm gonna go. We're at home. We're going to attack. I reckon. I'm not gonna predict anything. Let's not predict that I'm gonna win, because we're not, are we? Let's be realistic. Off we go. Benfica in their famous red strip, as in our black and white home kit. As they get a corner. Good header away. We've managed to defend a corner. And Donaire. I thought we were going to... Oh, what? We're about to counter, and instead they're on the attack. And... Oh, it's fired wide. We survive. Cleared away by Benfica, but now we're on the ball. We've got possession. Nakajima. Wellington. Goes for it. Oh, just over the bar. They're playing it out from the back here. Here comes Pizzi. Great name. Oh, what was that defending? He just stood there. But fortunately, it's headed over the bar. Another highlight, 23 minutes in. And it's to Benfica again, predictably. Here's Douglas crossing it in. And somehow we escape. Come on, Donaire, counter-attack. He's played it into Stanley. Is this a counter-attack? Stanley blocked. Nakajima, Wellington, headed away. No. And Grimaldo's now leading the counter-attack for Benfica. Look at him go. He's such a brilliant left-back, isn't he? Oh, my days. Great tackle by Pessoa in the end, but... Grimaldo ripped us apart. Oh, a free kick. Bassaro whips it into the box. It's headed away. And Lamas was just slow to react there. Look at him trying to catch up with Nuno Santos. He's just blitzing us there. There was no pressure on us there. And Jetson always headed it to the opposition. Bassaro clears. Stanley can't get on the end of that. But maybe we can... Oh, no. Why do I even say maybe we can attack when it just makes them get the ball back, doesn't it? Commentator's curse. Frustrating. Here's Nuno Santos again. There's been lots of highlights. I swear I've got it on key. Yeah, I've got it on key. There's just been apparently lots of key highlights. But here they come. And somehow we clear it again. We are leading a lucky life here today. They've had one clear-cut chance and 5 half chances. But here's Stanley! Stanley! Ah, near post, it was saved. Maybe I shouldn't be attacking. They have been all over us, haven't they? But best form of defence is attack, as I say. I'm going to go balanced width. We need a moment of magic from Nakajima or Wellington. 0-0 half-time. We've survived. There's just the last half of the first half vanished without trace. Let's go for that again. Just avenge. And to Stanley, I'm going to say there's a lot more to come from you. That's motivated him. In fact, I seem to do this every game. I don't actually do this every game. It just happens to be every game that I'm showing you that I change Stanley into being a target man. And we're going to, once again, float the crosses in. In fact, let's hit early crosses. Let's try that and try and disrupt the Benfica defence. I like a good Werther's original, I do. Really great stuff. In fact, I won't eat it now because then I can't talk. Oh, they're lovely. I'm like an 80-year-old man. Wellington's picked up a yellow card. Nothing happening in the second half, but I've spoken too soon. Here's Benfica. They're good at playing it out from the back, I've noticed. And here's Nuno Santos. Might be because we don't put any pressure on them. And somehow they miss another opportunity. That was their 6th half chance of the game. But they're on it again, Grimaldo, with the throw-in. Surely they're going to score at some point. We can't hold them out forever. It's crossed in. It's over the bar again. And that's the 7th half chance. That's the problem they've had all season, I think. I don't think they've had the quality in the quality strikers like Porto and Sporting, and that's why they've really struggled. It's not been Stanley's day. I'm going to keep him on though. I'm going to bring off Denaire, bring on Bruno Tabata. It's not been Bruno Lamas' day either. Strangely enough. Not able to control the midfield. That's all I'm going to do for now. We've only had 4 shots, 42% possession. We're holding on for a draw. And we've won a corner, which is crossed in. It's headed away though. But here's Agbenenu. I can't. It's just a mouthful. And Salvio's coming forwards now, looking dangerous. He's just running in a straight line, but I don't know why Agbenenu wasn't going for it. And it somehow missed again. That wasn't apparently a chance, but it looked like a pretty easy chance to me. I'm really wanting to go counter or something, or defensive. But I know that as soon as I go defensive, we'll concede. Whereas if we keep it on attacking, then I can say at least we were going for it. But I am going to pump it. We're going to pump it up to Stanley. And I'm going to take off Nakajima. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another man in the middle. We're going to throw on Marcel as a ball-winning midfielder. Just to get about a bit and try and win the ball back for us. And then we're going to exploit the right flank through Wellington. And Bruno Tabata will change to being a wing. Okay. The last 15 minutes of our season. Can we produce a miraculous goal and win this game? Or are Benfica finally going to beat us? Here's Raul over the top all by himself, but waiting for support. Agbenenu does well, but they're still on the ball. And Salvio crosses it in. It's finally in the back of the net. Just as I change it up slightly. Oh, it was inevitable, wasn't it? Really? Oh, I don't know what to do. In fact, let's play 2 up front. We're going to go back to 1 in the middle. Marcel will play as the ball in midfield, and we're going to play Alfredo up front as an advanced forward alongside Stanley. We're just going to lump it up to them. Go for the old classic lump. Can we salvage a draw? We were very fortunate to be 0-0 for so long, weren't we? Let's be honest. Here's Marcel lumping it up to Stanley. Can we get a goal back straight away? I don't know where Stanley's going, but he's got the ball again. Here he is. Plays it into Marcel. That's not great football. Uri now trying to find a way through, but that was never going to get through all those Benfica players. And now Nuno Centre. Oh, they're going to get a second goal straight away, aren't they? Look at it. Oh, great save by our sub-goalkeeper who's got a strange name, even though he's called Henriquez, I think. All these players with different names. They're confusing me. They've had 21 shots to our 5. Oh dear, what was that? Playing dangerously. We're just giving the ball back as a result. Yeah, maybe I should have gone defensive. Perhaps would have had more chance of hitting them on the counter. Salvio crosses it in, and it's over the bar again. They've had 3 clear-cut chances, 8 half chances, but they've only scored once. Pozignolo up the pitch. What is Stanley doing? Why are you running away from the ball? Go and challenge for it. It's been frustrating today. We've not shown... I mean, considering how many goals we've scored lately, to not score a single goal in the last 2 games is very disappointing. We're going overload for the last few minutes. We have to. Long throw from Salvio, of all people. Chucking it in there, and he's called himself Carlos. Oh, that's his first name, isn't it? Carlos, and that's why he's got that name. That makes it... It looked like carbs to me, and I thought, has he got something about... Is he on like a carbohydrate diet thing or something? Here's Bruno Tabata, blasting it up to Wellington, who can't win that. Uri, run for it. Well done. You got it just about. Marcel into Uri, knocking it up to Stanley. This is what I've told my players to do, to be fair. Just knock it up to Stanley. It's not working. But we'll keep being persistent. Here's Uri into Marcel. Knocking it up the pitch once again. Wellington can get on the end of that. Wellington, cross it in. Back post, Stanley. Stanley. Ah, oh, the keeper saved that, didn't he? I could have sworn he got a touch on that. Come on, let's end with a flourish. Wellington! Over the bar. We've had some chances at the end of this match. But it's not to be. We're going to lose the last game of the season against Benfica. We couldn't get revenge against them. They've beaten us twice this season. And they finished on 60 points. But it's not a particularly good season for them. But it's been a really good season for us. To finish 20 points behind them on 40 points. 44 points. Is it 40? Yeah, 44 points we got. Can't fault the effort, really, I suppose. We were lucky, though. But we can't be too harsh. We do finish 9th. Level with Marítimo, but a much better goal difference than them. +7. They got a -7. So it's been really, really impressive season. We're 9th for the last 3 game weeks as well. 53 goals scored. 8 against Chavs, 7 against Belenenses. Conceded 46 goals, 5 against Chavs as well. But yeah, I've really loved this. I've thoroughly enjoyed this season. Now I will just skip ahead a couple days just to look at like player of the season awards and that sort of thing. Let's just have a look at the statistics. You can see Stanley was the 7th top goal scorer in the league with 13 goals. Really not bad going at all. Paulinho got the 2nd highest number of assists, getting 11 assists. That's really good going. Squad-wise, let's have a look. So, most appearances was by our centre-back, Pozignolo. Jadson made 39 appearances. They were pretty much ever present for the entire season. Goals-wise, Stanley top goal scorer. Nakajima got 9. Wellington got 7. Paulinho got 6. Bissau got 5. Then there's a few other players that managed to get a few goals. Assists-wise, Paulinho was top with 11. Wellington and Inacio did pick up 6 assists each. Average rating-wise, Bruno Lamas coming in January was our best performer, 7.19. Stanley was 2nd. Nakajima 3rd. And Wellington also managed to get above a 7. Everyone else was quite far behind, though, as you can see there. Looking at a few other things, value-wise, Paulinho is the player that is worth the most, but it's still only 850k. So if we were to sell him, we wouldn't get very much money. So that's why I want to hang on to those sorts of players. For a club like us, getting, say, like £1 million for Paulinho is a huge amount of money, but I'd rather keep him, to be honest. So I've just continued until Sunday the 20th of May, and all the awards have come through. And as you can see, Stanley won the Player of the Season award, the Fans Player of the Season award, 34%, Nakajima 30%, Wellington 3rd place with 23%. Goal of the season was that goal from Denaire. Let's just remind ourselves of this because it was phenomenal. It was early on in the season, corner crossed in, headed away, Denaire, boom, on the volley. Beautiful goal. Signing of the season was Bruno Lamas in January, and the young player of the season was Nakajima. I always find it odd when 23-year-olds win Young Player of the Season awards because they're still young, but they're not under. I think it should be 21 and under, if I'm honest. Team of the season for us: Ferreira, Pessoa, Posagnolo, Jadson, Inacio, Uri, Everton in the middle instead of Lamas, I guess because he played more games, but his average rating was terrible. Wellington, Paulinho, Nakajima and Stanley. Let's just go up and look, that's the season review. Average attendance 2,728, which 43% of our stadium was full. Overall, it has been a fantastic season. So, yeah, well done to Stanley for winning Player of the Season. Kind of feel like I deserved Manager of the Season. I know we only finished 9th, but it was a pretty good achievement to finish 9th. But obrigado for watching the first season of this Portimonense save. It's been really, really enjoyable. I'm thoroughly looking forward to the second season. There's lots to do in pre-season regarding transfers. Staff as well, I need to sort all of that out because there's a few staff members leaving or I'm not renewing their contracts. But I love pre-season. I might possibly do a pre-season special at some point during this series, but not for this pre-season. I'm going to focus on things just by myself and make sure everything is right for the second season. It's going to be hard to improve upon a 9th place finish, but I'm going to do my best. Until next time, enjoy FM18, enjoy the rest of your day. Episode 9 will be out very soon. That will be the start of Season 2. See you very soon.